All right, so right now I got the 8-inch, half-inch piece of plywood because basically we need to get a level playing ground. So see, this goes half-inch in, this comes out, this goes half-inch in. See, it's a little cut around there. So basically, I'm just tracing everything on this board. I'm gonna cut it out on here, and this gives us a whole playing ground to attach the stairs to. Okay, it's a scotch too big because I don't want it resting on the stair because I got to break this stair off. But you see what I'm trying to get? I'm trying to get a level playing field, so this way when I make the stairs, I can screw the stairs straight into this level playing field right here, and they're not skewed. So I'm gonna run the saw past that one more time to give myself like a 1/4 inch breathing room, tack that in place, and then start on the stairs. Okay, let me bring in the 2x12. This is a 2x12, and let me explain why I got a 2x12 now. Because this is the new stair that's gonna be. I bought them already made. They're already made, so that's pretty cool because everything's exactly identical. But you see how this one sticks out a lot further than the other one. Well, that one right there is mounted with this step behind the stairs. That step is mounted back here. Therefore, that's why the step is so narrow. See how narrow that step is compared to the other ones? Well, we wanted a bigger step, so I mounted that on the front. So in order for me to mount that on the front, I have to have something to nail it to and secure it to. That's why this right here is as big as this is going to be. And then this right here, all that is going to be mounted to this right here. So this right here ends right in this vicinity down here. Therefore, all this is going to be screwed into the 2x12, and then the 2x12 is going to be secured to right in here. This 2x12 is going to be secured to right here and come all the way down and secure into this right here. And then there's 4 of these, 4 stringers that I'm going to have. So that's why I got a 2x12. But not only that, I have an extra 4x4 that I'm going to put 2 4x4s underneath the stairs. But this is where it's going to come to. That's not nailed in place yet because I'm still kind of in my mind going out everything. So this right here to be even on the side door right there, and to be even on the side door, see I cut it down some. 5.5 inches overhang on this side, 5.5 inches overhang on that side. So I'm cutting the 2x12 to match that exact same thing. So the 2x12 is going to be mounted under this lip of the door right here and stick out a little bit right here, but it's going to be a little bit lower where I'm going to try to squeeze in the first step right under there. So let's see if it turns out like that. Okay, you kind of see where I'm going with this right here. I got to get all those measured out. It's cut at 47.5. I got 8-foot lengths of the composite decking, but with the 8-foot lengths you're going to cut them in half. So it's not going to be 4 solid pieces. It's going to be like, what was it? Half would be 48 feet. So it'd be like 47 and 5/8 will be there. So this is 47.5. So it possibly can get a little bit of overhang. Otherwise, I cut that smaller. But I have all these pieces in the middle. So you want to get a little bit of overhang over here. I probably even go smaller to good. I'm cutting in half. They're 48. They're 4-foot pieces. This is 47.5 long right there. That's 47.5. So if I go to 47, that'll be a 1/2 inch of overhang on each side is basically what it'll give me. 1/2 inch overhang on each side, because what I'm trying to do is get some overhang because I got 8-foot long pieces that I'm going to cut in half. Now I got to measure those out equally, and what I was going to do was shoot the screws right into the back of this and this right here, and then in between here that gets screwed in with deck screws to right here all the way through. And with these stairs gone, if I have to put another back end piece on the back, I'll go ahead and put another back end piece on the back to make sure that I get some good bite into here. But that's what I'm using for that. Now the bottom piece, all those are going to be on the floor, and I was going to shoot 3 screws in on each one of these right here. 3 screws in on each one of these, and 3, 6, 9, that'll be 12 screws at the bottom, and that's actually resting on the floor. so that really shouldn't move a lot. And what's going to give me a little bit extra is we're putting a white PVC post on here. So in between here with the other 2x12, I'm actually screwing in a square right here, and I'm screwing in a square down there on all 4 corners, because that's what's going to give us the meat when we screw the post in, because we're going to put a post right here. We're going to put 4 posts in right here. And see how they got their post with a bracket right here? Well, you're not going to see none of that on these stairs. So I'm still working in my head. I'm at 47.5. I'll probably go down to 47, so the half could be the overhang. Now this is 47.5 also, so I'd actually have to take that down to 47. But right now I know I got 5.5 there and 5.5 there, so I'm trying to keep it at 5.5. So because they're gonna be 4x4 rails, 4x4 rails. So guess what? It's going. Just we'll do a review. I got my new toy, the Craftsman Mini Impact. This one right here is not like a drill, bit. That you have to have octagon bits in order to fit in here. Let me see if I can do it like this. And then it fits right in there. Right now what I'm doing is drilling some timber locks into here because I'm making stairs. I'll shoot regular screws down there, but right here on the back, since this is going to be carrying most of the load, I'm going to shoot timber locks in here, and hopefully shoot them deep enough where I could get this almost countersunk in here. Let's see what we got here. Gotta make sure this is kind of square. I'm just doing this by eyeball. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, want to shoot one more in there? I don't really want to split the wood, but there's no way that would have got in there with the regular screw. Alright, one more. Let's shoot one more in there with this impact right here. I'm going to try to get 3 of them in each. No way I could get that in there with a regular drill. One more. And these don't need to be that deep. This one needs to be deep enough that I can fit it in over there. I gotta do the rest of these, measure them out. And this right here is the Craftsman 20 volt. These 20 volts are amazing. I do have, I bought a lot of 20 volt stuff. Got rid of some of my 19 volt stuff, and I'm in love with these. Either way, my review on these they're pretty dang awesome. Okay, I didn't how this looked from the side right here, so I do want this to come in on the inside. So I cut this down to 44.5, and out the middle ones I'm cutting a 1.5 inches off of the 2 middle ones, so this 2x6 could be sitting on the inside right here. And see where I'm going with that? That's on the outside, inside, outside. So I got to get my measurements to get these stringers even, and then I'm actually going to measure. I got the top one screwed in, so I'll measure from the top down market to make sure those are all even right there. And this one right here kind of squares me off to shoot these in and square me off there, so I know this whole thing is square. So right now I'm going to measure from the top down and make sure those are to the side, and then get the spacing in between that. Okay, all the back are in, and the 16 inches on center, what it did came out to 16 inches on center, and it was 4 3/8 from the top on that one. So I'm gonna screw these in right now. Now I should be using 2 3/4 inch screws, but right now all I got are 2.5. So I'm gonna put the middle screw in all the way across just to hold it together, and then tomorrow I'll get some 2 3/4 inch screws to put them in. These are just square heads, so gotta do the best I can with my old screw gun, my trusty screw gun, because I don't got a square head bit for that right there. That is pretty badass. I like that V20. All right, well that's it for the kit for right now, only because it's getting dark and my eyes ain't getting better. So I got all this built already. All I got to do is swing that in place right here and nail that in. The top 8 inches of this 2x12 is gonna be, the top 8 inches of that is gonna be right under here, so I'm able to screw it in. Right underneath right here is gonna set this right here. This is gonna set right here. So I may even put a piece of white tin over this, a white tin over that, because that's gonna come out right here. That's what's gonna be sticking out right here. So I might put a piece of white tin, bend it over that. And then what else is gonna be showing is this right here. I could have done it really nice like that right there. Although, I don't know, I kind of wanted the whole structure to be kind of flat across the back. That's just how I played it in my mind. I could recut it and redo it, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like that, try it in place, and we'll see how that looks. But with this right here, I gotta go ahead and quit for the day. My next thing I gotta do right here is I'm gonna put a 2x10 right here in this corner, and that corner, that corner, that corner, because right here we're gonna have the floorboards mounted across here, but the steps, but the composite decking is pretty thin, and I'm gonna put a 4x4 in all these corners. So I want to make sure there's this much wood in this corner for it to, that 4x4 to bite into. So I'll probably get a 4-foot 2x10 and put it cut it down tomorrow, but it got to be a green treated one. So this is what my stairs are looking like meanwhile, but I don't want to knock that one out yet till this is ready to go in place and I got more sunlight.